So like I went to Optimum Health Institute in 2011, and it's a really good place to like get in shape. I mean, you lose weight if you're overweight, but it's really hard to maintain that kind of diet when you're not there because it's like they have all the food prepared and everything. So it's like really easy to eat super healthy there when you're there. But like you go through this thing where like I'm never gonna eat a Twix bar again. You know what I mean? But it's like when you're back in the real world, it's not that easy. There's just there's food out there. And but I was just thinking about well, I eat a lot of bananas now. I'm more like a lot of fruit and stuff like that. And the fruit was not big there. They did not do a lot of fruit there. In fact, there was one lady that kind of had bananas that she kind of took from the supermarket because they didn't have them there. She was working there as a missionary too. So basically, my experience in Optimum Health Institute, I went there with my brother in January of 2011, and I had like a little bit of money, and so we had known about it for a long time because we had some family friends that had talked about it for years, and it just sounded like a cool place. Like if you want to get like more energy and eat healthy and stuff like that. And they had told us about the missionary program, which is where you could do a work exchange. But it turns out you have to have gone as a guest for 3 weeks. So anyway, we went for a week, and then I was having a great time, and then this lady was. It was like there was like before the talent show, I think on Friday night. There's a lady. Um, I can't remember her name, but she was actually on um, one of those Donald Trump shows, one of those reality shows. But she goes, so you're coming back next week, right? And I'm like, oh no, I can't afford to come here 2 weeks in a row. I mean, it's expensive. And then there was this lady who overheard me, or she was actually sitting with us, and she goes, "Oh well, I was going to donate money to them anyway, so I'll just pay for you to have a week here." And I was like, "What?" Because like I loved the place, and I was like so stoked to stay another week, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I played a song for her, and dedicated a song for her, and hung out with her for a little while. She was really nice, and um, her name was Judy. And then there was this other guy who goes, "Hey, I'm gonna pay for your you know, maybe your brother wants to come too." So my brother got his second week sponsor too, right? And then we did the second week. So you do a lot of wheatgrass juicing. You do a lot of just like you do like these workshops too, and just a lot of chill stuff, some hiking. But you don't do super hard exercise because they're just trying to kind of like I mean, actually when I was a missionary I started doing harder exercises on my own, but as a guest I didn't really. So the second week there was another lady who was like, she's like, "Oh, I want you guys to do the whole 3 weeks, because what so we got sponsored to do a third week." And this is all like not asking or anything. This is just people like that were kind of like almost like, just helping out, because like once you get the 3 week, then you can apply to be a missionary, right? Um, so then the third week went by, and we felt like really good shape after 3 weeks of being there. I mean, I was probably like way thinner than I am now, but anyway, so after I did my 3 weeks, I decided to apply to be a missionary. So, a missionary, you have to do some kind of work for like 4 hours a day. And instead of paying like, if you, at the time, I think I paid like we paid like 1,000 each for the room for a week, but now it's more. It's probably a couple thousand. But like, for a month, you got to stay there for like $700, but you had to work, and you weren't like a guest. It's just different, you know what I mean? But you still get access to a lot of the good food and everything, and it was pretty cool. I mean, I had some struggles there, definitely, that I don't really want to talk about. Just, personal struggles with some of the other people that work there and stuff like that. But I had some people that were very helpful to me when I was there too. Um, and I actually, you know, and you know, so it was good. I mean, um, there was a lot of back and forth. I was feeling like it was really good for my health, but sometimes I was just, after a few months, I was ready to be, done. But I went through the whole thing, and now it's been what, 13 years since I've been there, and I would like to go back actually. It's probably changed a lot. I went there recently with my friend Susie. She's gone a few times. Um, there's certain people you meet there that you don't really forget. You might not see them in a while or whatever, but it's just like one of those kind of experiences that kind of stays with you. And yeah, I guess it's funny because I was listening to an interview where Flea was interviewing Jewel, and he said that they had met each other at the Optimum Health Institute. I don't know if they were if he was actually staying there or if he just went there. You can also go there on Sundays for lunch, and they do a tour. You pay like a few bucks, and but but the difference in my diet now and is that I do more fruits and stuff. But I would go back and do that Optimum Health Institute diet temporarily. But I feel like fruits aren't bad. I don't feel like bananas bad. In fact, it's probably my main staple. But so yeah, for anyone who wants to like get in really good shape, you gotta just try it out. It's expensive, but it's worth it. It's better than going on some vacation where you just kind of like, you know, indulge yourself or something. It's really something where you kind of build up, you know, um, health and stuff like that. The challenging part is keeping the health up when you get back home because it's like, it's always the challenge with me.